I'm going to give you some top tips to show how you can channel your inner Rihanna and be an award-winning businesswoman, an innovator and a challenger in your industry. What's up everyone? Welcome to Lila's YouTube channel. I'm Shana and I'm the founder of Lila, and I'm on a mission to help you make the world a more inclusive place. Today we're going to be talking about our main girl, Rihanna. Rihanna is an inspirational singer and celeb, but she's also an award-winning businesswoman and the queen of inclusivity. I'm going to give you some top tips to show how you can channel your inner Rihanna and be an award-winning businesswoman, an innovator and a challenger in your industry. With that, let's dig in, as this is what you came for. So, in a red carpet interview, she said, "We want to help change the world one step at a time, $1 at a time, and one cause at a time." What a lovely mission to have in life. She literally is a motivational big sister. She's leading the charge and she's what we should all look up to as an entrepreneur. What I want to do as well is start by looking at her accolades. And there's quite a lot, so hold tight. I'm joking, they're not actually printed out on this big piece of paper, but they are on my iPad. So, first and foremost, she is an entertainer, as we know, and she's had some bangers. And did you know she was signed at age 16 to Jay-Z's record label Def Jam? Mad thing. She then went on to win 9 Grammy Awards. She also has 10 signature fragrances. She also has her 2 thriving businesses, which are her beauty brand and her lingerie brand, Savage Fenty and Fenty Beauty. She's broken a handful of Guinness World Records. Who knew? And hold on to your hats, people, she's probably invented the light bulb as well. She was the first black woman to be the face of Dior. She is active with everyone from Cara Delevingne, and Barack Obama called her a powerful force in the fight to give people opportunity, dignity and hope. Wow. So how has Rihanna created this empire, and what can we learn from her? First up, Rihanna is an innovator. She certainly has had a good start being a celeb with hundreds and thousands and millions of fans all around the globe. There's no denying that. But she has been using her capitalism for good, namely from moving from music to beauty, where she created Fenty Beauty. She knew what fans wanted, and she ultimately gave them the confidence to share the stage with Rihanna so they could feel seen and heard. I mean, who wouldn't want to share the stage with Rihanna? And let's be clear here, she didn't invent anything new, she innovated. And there's a big difference between invention and innovation. Innovation is when you tweak something to make it better, you improve it, and that's exactly what she did. She saw there was dissatisfaction in the market. She saw that people didn't have foundation shades that would work with their skin tone. It was simple. So what she did was she set out to create something new and exciting. She gave people a voice and confidence to be seen and heard. So Fenty Beauty was created with the promise of inclusion of all women, which is absolutely amazing. Inclusion is very much right down to the values themselves. This isn't just a marketing stunt. Inclusion embodies the whole brand. So Fenty Beauty had foundation shades for all women of all colour and had 40 shades, and this was more than any other brand itself. So it was a huge challenger in the industry, which we're going to talk about in a sec. She pushed further. The darker shades actually sold out first, which is absolutely amazing, as there was a clear need to provide them to all women of colour. So cheers to that, Riri. You smashed it. And on a personal note, I actually use her makeup every day. And I actually have it right here. So yeah, that's Fenty Beauty. It's called Island Ting, and then I've got a foundation here. And yeah, I'm not a makeup guru or anything, but I think it's great and I can vouch for it being banging, so big up Rihanna. So to conclude point number 1, Rihanna is an innovator. What she has done is take what she cares about on a personal level and applied it creatively to make change. So for me, as you know, my mission is to make the world a more inclusive place. This is something I truly care about, and I want to open up the conversation around it. I want to make it open and honest, as this is the way to make change. And this is why I've created my channel and my business. So if you'd like to do the same and you'd like to innovate, I'd like to challenge you to understand your passions. Start by taking a pen and paper and writing them all down. I'd also recommend to doing your ikigai. So this is a Japanese way of life, and essentially what it is finding out your why. It's the passion that drives you every single day. And I did this over lockdown, the first one, lockdown 1.0, and it was super helpful to me to really be crystal clear on what I want to do and what gets me up in the morning. So I definitely recommend that. I can deep dive into that in another YouTube video, but yeah, 100% recommend. So on to number 2. Rihanna is a challenger, and she approaches everything she does with a challenger mindset. So if you want to channel your inner Riri, look to industries that need a change and a shake-up. Take lingerie, for example. It was a stale industry. It only had skinny models up there on the billboards. There were no real women. It was time to see a shake-up. Real women wanted to be seen and heard and up there on that billboard. She created Savage Fenty, a lingerie brand for all women. So Rihanna said that when women look their best, they will feel their best. So for years, her music has helped to empower. So now she is trying to achieve that same goal with lingerie. So she said in an interview, "You belong in these pieces. You, me, trans women, women of all sizes, paraplegic women, all women are important women. All women belong here on the biggest platform I can give them." Amen to that. And this is really interesting to see in comparison to a long-standing traditional brand, such as Victoria's Secret. They've been in the game for such a long time. But now Savage Fenty has entered the market. We see headlines like this. We see Savage Fenty killing the game whilst Victoria's Secret fails to keep up. And a perfect example of this is Victoria's Secret's classic runway show, which runs every single year and it's live streamed on television, I believe. And it was cancelled for the first year ever this year. However, Savage Fenty took to the stage and did a show. It was a show unlike no other. It included entertainment, performances, celebs. It was incredible, and you can watch it on Amazon Prime, so please go and give it a watch. So how can we apply this to everyday life, as most of us don't have a lingerie business? I'd like you to take a look at your passions and the industries that you care about. Give them a follow on social media and find the challenger on there. There will always be a challenger in the market who's pushing to make change and turning the industry on its head. Here are some examples of challengers that I follow who are making waves in the industry. So I follow Oatly. So as we know, traditionally, the dairy industry has not changed for hundreds and hundreds of years. We have Oatly come in and they flip the industry on its head. They bring in oat milk, which is a challenger, and their tagline is "Wow, no cow." I absolutely love it. It's short, it's succinct, it's straight to the point. And if you look on their Instagram as well, it's super clear what their vision is, their value. They are making long-term change. And I just love how they are cutting through an industry which has been doing the same thing for years and years and years. Let's take a look at the fitness industry, which is dominated by huge brands like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and they have been owning the game for a long, long time. So let's look at a challenger. We have Tala, for example, who is run by Grace Beverley. She is turning the industry on its head by incorporating sustainability while keeping the price in line with competitors like Nike. She is a true challenger, and I would recommend, I have some of her leggings and they're great. So what I challenge you to do is follow, say, 5 to 10 people on your feed who are challenging the industry. See how they can inspire you. Most of the founders document what they do on a day-to-day basis. So this is a perfect example to inspire you every single day. And also give Rihanna a follow as well. So on to my third and final point. Rihanna is a businesswoman and she has some great insights which drive her business. And this is so important, but we have to think about what drives our business and put our business hat on. So for example, let's take a look at the stats. Did you know that African and Caribbean women reportedly spend around 80% more on cosmetics and skincare than their non-Afro-Caribbean counterparts? This is an insight which Rihanna clearly paid particular attention to. What we've seen with Savage Fenty in particular is that she's opened up her target market. She has given them the stage to feel seen and heard. She has created the shades for all women of colour, and it has given underrepresented voices a solution they never had. This was an untapped opportunity waiting to be taken. And this is why our motto at Lila is the business of belonging. We want to show you how to authentically build a brand that is inclusive. And we want you to build an audience where they feel seen and heard, just like Rihanna did. And it's no denying that brands have started to make change, and we're going to see that over the next few years. But I'd like to highlight those inspirational figures across the industry, and let's break down piece by piece so we can learn from it. To start seeing real change, we need to be an innovator. We need to tweak until we get the right solution. We don't need to reinvent the wheel at all. We also need to challenge, look to the industries you care about and are passionate about, and see how you can make that change. And finally, think about how you can be a great business person. As a final note, I like to touch upon how Rihanna has so many different streams of income. Yes, she's a celeb and she must make quite a lot of money off replays of Umbrella, but she knows the key to staying rich is to diversifying your income. Did you know that millionaires typically have 7 streams of income? That is crazy. That's so many different things in the pipeline. So that's the 3 ways that Rihanna is an inspiration and the queen of inclusivity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share, like, and subscribe, and give me a follow on all channels. I'm on Instagram as well. Okay, Google, play Rihanna.
Got it. Your Spotify playlist called Rihanna.
Shine bright like a diamond.